Hey, Penelope. It's me, Jane. Are you free now? What the... Jane? Haha! Are you freaked out hearing from me after a long while? I thought you had blocked me. Glad we're still connected. I didn't expect you to reach out to me. I figured there was no need to block you. I mean, what you did was way out of line, you know? I thought you'd be too ashamed to contact me. But hey, maybe I underestimated you. Wait, are you still holding on to what happened 5 years ago? Obviously. You ran off with my fiancé, remember? I haven't forgiven you. Not even close. Wow, you're really persistent. It's been 5 years. Come on, move on. No way, I can't. We were about to get married and had everything set up. But then, I had to cancel the venue and explain everything to family and friends. You created a huge mess. Hey, at least it was before you got married. Dodged the divorce bullet. You should be thankful for that. Thankful? This is no laughing matter. You made Mom and Dad so upset. How can you act all chill about that? They gave me the family house as a wedding gift. They even renovated it for us. We were planning to live there. But because you stole him away, I got stuck alone in that big house. Oh, right. They moved to a smaller place, didn't they? Yeah, they did. You also stomped on their feelings. That's why they cut ties with you, didn't they? They're way too strict. I mean, it's the same guy no matter which sister he marries, right? It shouldn't be that big of a deal. Geez, that's not the point. He'll still be a son-in-law to them anyway. They're being way too dramatic about it. To cut me out over something like this? I thought they were just saying that. But they've been ignoring me for the past 5 years. Of course. It's expected after you snatched away my fiancé. So, why are you contacting me now? If it's not something super important, I'll end this chat right here. I'm just like Mom and Dad. I don't want anything to do with you if possible. Oh, come on. You're so cold. We're sisters, so it's fine to keep in touch once in a while, isn't it? Plus, I want to apologize to you. You don't need to apologize for what happened 5 years ago. If my ex-fiancé is making you happy now, that's enough for me. No, it's not about that. Then what? Michael and I broke up ages ago. Broke up? Yeah. Wait, didn't you marry him? Nah, never did. We were talking about it though, but I dumped him before we got there. Unbelievable. What happened? You went to the trouble of taking him from me and even paid compensation, but you just dumped him like that? I'll be honest with you. He didn't have much potential, you know. Oh God. You probably know best, but he had a low salary. He was your fiancé, so I pursued him. But once he became mine, I came to my senses. I realized marrying a regular guy holding a mediocre job does not have much merit. You're terrible. Seriously? Why did you even think about marrying him? What was so good about him? Well, you make good money, so I guess marrying him wouldn't have been an issue. At that time, I was in love with everything about him. I didn't care about his income. But turns out, he betrayed me, so my judgment was off. I just can't deal with a low-income guy like that. When I get married, I want to quit working and be a full-time homemaker. You're so low. So you only took him because he was my fiancé? You actually didn't have feelings for him? So what do you want to apologize for now? That I stole your fiancé again. What fiancé? I don't even have one. You don't need to lie. No, seriously. I do have a boyfriend, but we just started dating recently. We're not engaged yet. Oh, please, stop putting up a tough front. Your fiancé's been distant lately, right? Maybe he already brought up breaking up? I'm telling you, there's no fiancé, and things are fine between my boyfriend and me. Jeez! If you keep being stubborn like that, the conversation won't move forward. So, who's this supposed fiancé you're talking about? Tell me his name. Still playing dumb, huh? It's Kevin. Kevin who? Come on, you know. Do I need to describe what he looks like? You're engaged to him, right? Hold on a sec. Let me think about all the guys I know. I still don't know anyone named Kevin. You're talking about someone I'm not acquainted with. This is hilarious! Is it? You're desperately trying to protect your pride by acting like you have no clue. Just because I stole your fiancé again. But the fact is, I did snatch him. So, let's talk assuming he's my fiancé. How did you meet him? I saw him leaving your house. He was so hot, so I went after him and struck up a conversation. And you know what? He gave me his number right away. How do you know where I live? Duh, obviously. What are you talking about? Then I started going out with him. When I told him how I felt about him, he said he liked me too. Seriously? I'm such a troublemaker, ain't I? No man can resist my charm. Even if he's engaged, he easily fell for me. Thank goodness I was born beautiful, unlike you. Sure. So, give up now and break up with him as soon as possible. I have no idea where the misunderstanding is coming from. But this time, it doesn't sound like it matters since you're not causing any harm to me. What? You're okay with losing your fiancé? I'm telling you, I don't have one. Sure, whatever. I'll let it slide this time. This conversation's going nowhere, and it's starting to annoy me. Dealing with you is exhausting, so don't contact me anymore. Don't you want compensation? Nah, don't need it. I mean, you don't have that kind of money anyway, right? I'm pretty much living hand to mouth. And to be honest, things are tough. But I can't just not take responsibility after hurting you. I can't pay it all at once, but I'll work hard and pay it in installments. I said I don't need it. Besides, I don't even have the right to receive it. Seriously? Yes. Impressive. A successful career woman is generous with money, huh? I'll take your word for it. Guess I'm getting a fiancé for free this time then. I'm confused, but suit yourself. I can't see your face now, but you must be crying and feeling devastated. Sorry for making things tough for you all the time. But hey, I'll make sure to find happiness for both of us, okay? Penelope! I was wondering who's been bombarding me with calls. You again. I've been calling you, but you don't pick up. I'm busy, you know. It's Saturday, so you don't work today. It seems like you haven't been home for a while. Where are you? I'm on a business trip. That's why. Listen, didn't I tell you not to contact me anymore? If it's about the whole took your fiancé drama, I'm not interested. It's irrelevant to me. We're not speaking in the same language, you know? No, it's not about that. I need to apologize to you again. What now? I, kinda got your house along with the fiancé. It's mine now. My house? Oopsie, sorry. I keep taking things from you. But this time, I'm taking your fiancé and a place to live. The place to live? You mean the place I live right now? Yep, that one. But you've been gone for so long, so I just took the house along with Kevin. By the way, the place is so cozy. It's the old family home where I grew up. I thought it would be falling apart, but it's been renovated beautifully. The bathroom's all new and shiny. Wait, Jane, you're inside that house? Of course! But I didn't just barge in. Kevin let me in. And guess what? We're chilling together in the living room right now. That's not my house. Oh, you're funny. Why are you still playing dumb? Actually, I'm curious. Why do you think it's my house? Whose else could it be? This is our family home. You got it from our parents, and now you're living with Kevin, right? But he's mine now. You're dumped. Please move out as soon as possible. Oh yeah, I'll quickly pack your stuff together. When you're back from your trip, make sure to swing by and pick it up, okay? Wait, Jane, don't touch anything. Why not? Do you still have feelings for Kevin or something? There's just too much stuff here and it's in the way. I want to clean up. None of that is mine. Yeah, right. I don't live there anymore. Can you stop desperately lying? You've got it all wrong. That house isn't mine anymore. I sold it a year ago. What? It was too big for me, so I live in an apartment now. Mom and Dad were okay with selling it. What do you mean you sold it? Aren't you living here with Kevin? God, no. I don't know who this Kevin guy is. Does he live there? Yeah. He's living here with his fiancée. And he said she was away on a business trip for a while. She isn't me. If you still doubt it, ask him for her name. Oh no! I asked him for his fiancé's name. It wasn't you. See, I told you. Sounds like you've got it all twisted. But, come on! How was I supposed to know that you sold the house? Well, it's been 5 years since we cut off contact, so I guess you couldn't have known. It was sold to a real estate agency a year ago. I had no idea who moved in afterward, but apparently it's a couple who are engaged. You're kidding me! So I didn't steal Kevin from you, but from someone I don't even know? That sounds right. Oh no! What am I going to do? It's gonna be a mess when she comes back. Yeah, probably. Help me! No way. I'm out of state on a business trip. But Kevin's planning to break up with her and marry you, right? If he's made up his mind, maybe you just let him handle her? I mean, I'm thinking about marriage, but we haven't made any promises yet. He told me that she won't be back for a while, and he suggested we live together during that time. That sounds like he's just playing with you. But he said he loves me. I don't know, but I have a feeling there's going to be disaster waiting for you. I want no part in it. Wait! Penelope! Bye. Penelope, help! Please, pick up the phone. Seriously, that's enough. What do you want now? I'm in trouble. Kevin's girlfriend just came back. Oh, she's back already? Wasn't she supposed to be away on a long business trip? Someone spilled about him cheating. She went ballistic and returned earlier than expected. So, did you bump into her? No, I haven't seen her yet. I'm hiding in the upstairs bathroom, but she'll find me soon. She's going nuts, searching every room right now. Wow, that sounds intense. What should I do in this situation? Is there any way to sneak out without her noticing? Considering the layout of the house, sneaking out from the second floor isn't feasible. You might just have to go out and apologize. I don't want to. I'm scared. She'll go berserk on me. Well, what do you expect? You went after a guy who was engaged. It's inevitable. I thought he was with you. I'm speechless. Are you implying it's okay to steal a guy if it's me? Even though it happened to you 5 years ago, you're still chatting with me like now. I thought, with time, you'd forgive me again. Stop underestimating me. I haven't forgiven you, and I won't in the future. Oh, shoot! What? I hear her coming up the stairs. Well then, I'm out. Wait! Help me! What should I even say to apologize to her? Figure it out yourself. Penelope! Oh no, this isn't really happening. Morning, Penelope. Oh, Jane. Glad you're okay. I thought maybe you got beaten up and ended up in the hospital or something. I'm fine, but Kevin and I got kicked out of the house. Turns out, his girlfriend bought it and it's in her name. So she told us to get out. We're at my apartment right now. Allowing a mistress into a house bought by her is quite tactless of him. Well, at least both of you are okay, right? It's not okay at all. She's demanding money from us. Understandable. You snatched someone else's fiancé. Both of you need to own up. You were planning to pay me initially, so it's not really surprising, is it? But Kevin works part-time, not a full-time employee. It seems he doesn't have that much money. Didn't you know that and still stay with him? I had no idea. I was told he was working for a big company, so I thought he was making good money. But turns out, he's just doing odd jobs as a part-timer. Well, if he's working in a big company, technically it's not a lie. So he wants me to pay for him. I got totally fooled. I don't have that much money either. But you're at fault too for being deceived. You just need to pay up. So, I have a favor to ask? Oh no. Can you lend me some money? No way. I'll pay it back, I promise. Yeah, right. Why not? Your only sister's in trouble. You have to help me. I don't think of you as my sister. All of this is your own doing, isn't it? No, please. You have some financial flexibility, so help me a bit. I have no interest in giving a single cent to a woman who enjoys destroying other people's lives. You're so stingy. I'm fine with being stingy. Figure it out yourselves since it's your mess. I have to go back to work now. Wait, Penelope! Help me! Jane took on loans and paid the wedding cancellation and other related charges to the fiancé. Kevin moved into her apartment, but she got fed up with him not trying to work, kicked him out, and broke up with him. At last, she realized she had enough of aiming for my fiancé. However, that realization came too late, and she ended up with a tragic outcome. The rumors about her trying to steal a man who was engaged spread at her workplace, making it uncomfortable for her to continue working, which led to her resigning. Furthermore, struggling to repay debts, she fell behind on rent, leading to eviction from the apartment she lived in. The troubled Jane persistently contacted both our parents and me, but obviously we ignored her. With nowhere to go, she's been couch surfing, living a life akin to homelessness. As for her ex, Kevin, I have no clue where he is or what he's up to, but he probably isn't leading a decent life. As for me, I got engaged to my boyfriend, and we're getting married soon. 5 years ago, I was at rock bottom, having my fiancé taken by Jane, but now I'm filled with happiness. After marriage, we plan to move to his hometown, so I don't have to worry about her targeting me again. My parents are overjoyed about my impending marriage, and I genuinely want to build a warm family this time around. Sis, thank you again for today. I know you're busy with work, but you went out of your way to make time for me. Oh, come on, Ellen. Don't be so formal. My sister and her boyfriend are coming over to say hello, so it is not the time to work. I didn't think you'd go that far. I'm surprised. What? Why? You never seemed that interested in me. If anything, you were annoyed by me. It's true that we didn't seem like friendly sisters. Or rather, we weren't close. I guess so, right? But when it comes to marriage, it's a different story. As a sister, I have to congratulate you. Thank you. By the way, I'm surprised you got such a handsome husband. Heath, right? I don't know why he fell in love with you. Your face is so plain. Heath says he likes my face. That's just flattery. You don't get married on flattery. He's a well-rounded guy who graduated from Harvard University and works for a great company. He's way out of your league. You need to get out there and find a good man yourself, sis. You're right. I'll do that then. By the way, you guys are going on your honeymoon, right? Yes, we are. We're leaving right after the wedding and reception. Okay. Where to? Australia. Wow, so you're traveling abroad? Have fun! Thank you. Well, I'd better get started on dinner. Okay, I'm looking forward to your wedding. Ellen, I'll be waiting for you outside the hotel. What? Sis? What do you mean waiting for me? What do you mean? It's the honeymoon. It's my first trip abroad. I'm looking forward to it. What? Wait a minute. Are you planning to go with us? That's normal, isn't it? Where's the normalcy in that? It's normal for a honeymoon to be just the newlyweds, right? What? Isn't that wrong? Is what wrong? I mean, Heath. He's a high-class guy. Not sharing him would just be wrong. You just don't go and share someone's husband. Oh, Ellen, you're so stingy. We have a lot going on. Even my parents aren't invited. But it's not fair. Just the same, it's not possible. What? See you later. That's really unfair. If you don't even want your own sister around him, he must be so great of a catch that you have to hide him from me. That's really unfair. It's just not fair that you get to have all the fun. If you want to play that way, then I have a few things up my sleeve too. Ellen, where are you? What, sis? I actually have all the information about your honeymoon. You must have been caught off guard because I haven't contacted you once since I lost you in front of the hotel. I'm in Australia now. Huh? So tell me, are you freaking out right now? Why? Because I hijacked your honeymoon. I got your husband. What? Heath is too good looking for you. I decided to just steal him away from you, so I went after him. You're a stalker now? Hey, you haven't heard from your husband since last night, have you? Huh? Why? Because he's been with me since last night. Excuse me? Your husband's missing because he was sleeping with me. I don't know what you're talking about. At first, I had no intention of taking him away from you. But once I actually saw Heath, I felt a sense of destiny. And from that moment, I couldn't stop loving him. It seems it was the same for him too. And at the hotel where he was staying, we sealed the deal. So I'm sorry, I took your husband away from you. He's marrying me, so just hurry up and get a divorce. Huh? Okay. I'm not going to get into any tacky jokes, so don't worry. Huh? If it's my husband you're talking about, he's sitting right next to me. Huh? Well, I'm going sightseeing with my husband now. If you want to get married, go ahead and do it. Bye. Oh no! I know you're destroyed because you lost your husband, but can't you make up a better lie than that? A honeymoon alone is just so empty. I mean, we just got our marriage certificate. When you and Heath get divorced, I'm going to submit it to the city hall immediately. I was surprised too that it turned out to be such a short-lived marriage. I felt love for him, and now we've made love for one night. I can't help it now. I'm taking your share of the happiness too, so please, forgive me. Ellen, I heard you and Heath got a divorce immediately. Thanks to you, we got married. Thank God, I have a sister who loves me. He says he likes me more than an ugly girl like you. We're going to be happy. You will regret for the rest of your life that you dug your own grave by choosing a handsome man who is not good enough for you. Low income, low educated men are the best for you. You can't even reply because you're frustrated, can you? You really are miserable. Ellen, I'm going to return him. I don't care if I have to pay compensation. Let me get the divorce. Hey, answer me. Ellen. What? What all of a sudden? I was introduced to Heath's mother and we got married. What's with that mother? She suddenly made me live with her, and she's been nothing but a wife bully. She told me that since I was married, I should be a housewife, and she made me quit my job. She told me not to leave the house except to go shopping, and she's always watching me. Heath's father pretends not to see anything, and when I ask him for help, he brushes me off, saying that it's a wife's duty to obey her mother-in-law. No matter how handsome my husband is, I don't like my in-laws like this. That's unfortunate, isn't it? But why are you talking about giving my husband back to me? It's obvious now, isn't it? Heath was originally your husband. I'll give you your husband back and he can divorce me. You've got the wrong guy. What? That can't be true. The name is the same, and it's the same face. You've always had bad eyesight. You don't like wearing glasses because they look tacky, and you say you don't want to waste money on contacts. I think you're living in a blurry world. If that's the case, then what? Even if I had bad eyesight, he identified himself as Heath, Ellen's husband. He introduced himself as a highly educated, handsome guy that works for a major corporation. A highly educated, handsome guy that works for a major corporation? He said that himself, Heath? Yes, he did. And his parents called him Heath too. There's no mistake about it. Ah, I kind of understand the situation now. Listen, I want you to calm down and listen to me. What? That Heath is my husband's cousin. Cousin? You married Heath's cousin with the same name when you had the intention of taking away my husband from me. Huh? What do you mean? Cousin Heath is close in age to my husband, and they happen to have the same name. He was compared to him from an early age and felt inferior to him. My husband graduated from a good university, got a job at a big company, got married. It seemed as though he was jealous of his smooth progression of life. He was a high school graduate, working part-time, and never had a girlfriend. What? But he says he's a handsome guy working for a big company. That's a self-proclaimed fact, isn't it? Do you have any proof? No, but... In general, a truly high-spec man would not call himself a high-spec man. My husband is a very elite man, but he's also very kind and gentle. Many of his colleagues are like that too. And I know this is off topic, but my cousin Heath hated my husband for that reason. So he decided to steal my husband's fiancé, me, and marry me as soon as he could. It looks like he even followed us on our honeymoon. I beg your pardon? That sounds familiar, doesn't it? It's amazing that you would do the exact same thing. I think you two are perfect for each other. Huh? I ended up not seeing my cousin Heath even once in Australia. Oh, come on, I get it now. I guess he lost interest in us after his dramatic encounter with you. So, he introduced himself as Heath, Ellen's husband. Are you saying that was a lie? Obviously, it was a lie. I was with my husband all the time. I don't even remember marrying my cousin Heath. Why are you lying like that? I don't understand. You were taken advantage of. You thought my cousin Heath was my husband and came on to him. He thought it would be better if he married you, while you thought he was my husband Heath. From our cousin Heath's point of view, he would have been happy with anyone as long as he could get married quickly, wouldn't he? What? What are you saying? I don't know what you mean. It's okay if you don't. I don't know what I'm talking about either. But I understand that I married someone I don't understand. Ellen, help me. Why? Heath liked you to begin with, right? If that's the case, I'll give him to you, and you can trade me for your real, handsome, high-class husband. I don't need a high school graduate part-timer. I don't like him, so that's impossible. I don't care if you do, so help me. Say what you want, but my husband has no relationship with that family. Huh? Why? You experienced that yourself. With parents and a son like that, It's natural to want to cut them off, isn't it? What's that? I'm the only one getting the raw end of the deal. Where's my handsome husband? Your husband is a high school graduate that comes with a wife-bullying mother. Birds of a feather get married and live together. And I'm going to cut you out too. Huh? Why? It's obvious, isn't it? Even though it ended in an attempt, you tried to steal my husband away from me. You followed us on our honeymoon without permission. You're insane. Our parents said they're cutting you off from them too. No way! Then what am I supposed to do? I don't know. If you had any brains at all, you would have known that he was lying. Pity your stupid self. Hey, please, help me. I won't do it again. I'll never think of taking away your husband again. So please, give me one more chance. Since you don't seem to understand, I'll teach you a lesson, sis. There are moments in life where you only have one shot. Sometimes, once you lose trust, you never get it back. You know, you have always found me annoying. I was a fool to think for even a moment that we might have made peace with each other as we grew up and got married. Don't say that! We've only got us, two sisters. You're the one who tried to steal my husband, aren't you? You brought this on yourself. I'm still on my honeymoon. Could you leave me alone? Bye, sis. Get along with your husband. After that, she tried her best to escape from her parents-in-law's house. But her husband and mother-in-law found her, and she failed to escape. Of course, she could not get a divorce. She seems to be enjoying her life as a housewife like a half-slave, while enduring the bullying and monitoring. On the other hand, my husband and I moved into a new house after returning from our honeymoon. We are enjoying our happy newlywed life. My husband's salary is quite good, but I like my job too. I would like to continue working until we have children.
Kelly, I heard you brought your fiancé home the other day. Why don't you let me meet him? I wanted to greet him properly as your sister. I heard he works for a big company. Is he an elite? And I've heard he's handsome like a celebrity. Oh well, I know you know why I didn't let you meet him. Huh? I have no idea what you're talking about. It's common sense to introduce your fiancé to your family. It's cruel to make me feel left out. I won't let you forget what happened 5 years ago. What did you do to me again? Oh, are you still holding on to something from that long ago? It couldn't be helped back then. He also said he preferred me, you know? Because you tempted him. There's no way I can forget. Just as we decided to get married and register our marriage, you stole my fiancé. It's not my fault. It's on you to be engaged and feel all secure. If you didn't bother with self-care, it's only natural he'd be attracted to a beautiful and charming sister. Despite being busy with work and wedding preparations, I can't possibly do heavy makeup like you do every day. See? That's why you let your guard down and end up losing a man. Unlike me, who is beautiful, you're ugly. You should make an effort with makeup and fashion. In any case, I won't let you meet my fiancé, but I'll invite you to the wedding. So until then, behave yourself and don't ruin my wedding. When you say it like that, I become even more curious about your fiancé. I'm already over 30, so I want to get married and settle down soon, you know? Are you planning to steal my fiancé again? Please, don't do anything like that. I promise I won't, so introduce me to him. No. I won't let you meet him. Sis, you are so mean. But watch and see. I'll definitely get close to your fiancé. I was full of happiness as I was about to marry my fiancé soon. But there was one thing that worried me. 5 years ago, I went through a terrible experience because of my sister. At that time, I had a fiancé, but shockingly, my sister secretly exchanged contact information with him. After a fierce pursuit, she managed to take him away from me. My parents were furious because we had already set the date for our wedding, and we were about to register our marriage that time. In the end, they kicked my sister out of our home. However, my sister was unfazed and went on to marry him. My sister has always been selfish, always wanting whatever belonged to me. In our childhood, she would frequently take my favorite toys and stuffed animals. When we became adults, she would use my clothes and bags without permission. And when I tried to stop her, she would simply say, "We're sisters, sharing things is normal," and brush it off. So I had been careful not to show my sister anything truly important to me, but I never expected that my sister would go after my fiancé. When he told me that he loved my sister more, I was at a loss. As my sister said, even though we're sisters, she is much more beautiful than me. But I never thought he would be easily taken away like this. Moreover, my sister divorced shortly after marriage, saying there was no excitement after marriage. Originally, my sister didn't like my fiancé at all. Her goal was to take something precious from me. So, when she actually got married, her feelings quickly cooled off. Due to such a painful past, I made sure that my sister wouldn't take away my fiancé this time. I avoided letting my sister meet my fiancé until just before the wedding. She persistently demanded to meet with him, but I firmly refused. However, my sister showed a keen interest in my fiancé. I was on edge. While keeping an eye on my sister, I steadily proceeded with the wedding preparations. But once again, I received an unbelievable message from her.
Kelly, I have big news.
What?
I'm getting married.
What? You're lying, right?
It's true. What's with that boring reaction? First of all, you should say congratulations, right? Your own sister is getting married.
Well, congratulations, sis. But it's such a short notice. Did you have someone you're dating now?
Well, I just recently met someone. He fell in love with me at first sight and proposed to me within a week of going out.
In 1 week? How is that possible?
Well, that's how attractive I am. By the way, who do you think it is?
Someone I don't know, right?
Actually, you know him very well.
What? Do we have any mutual acquaintances? We went to high school and college separately. I can't think of anyone off the top of my head.
As usual, you're not very smart. Well, I'll tell you. My fiancé is your fiancé.
Huh?
Oops, I mean your ex-fiancé. I'm sorry I stole your fiancé again.
What? Did you dream about that or something? I don't understand.
I understand why you don't want to accept reality. But unfortunately, this is not a dream, it's reality. Starting today, your fiancé is mine.
Seriously? Then how did you meet my fiancé? I'm pretty sure you've never met him.
Actually, I secretly followed you on your dates. So after you two parted ways, I chased after him. That's how I got his contact information.
You even followed us.
It's your fault that you wouldn't let me see him. The more you try to hide it, the more I wonder what he looks like. He's as handsome as they say. He's fresh, smart, and funny. We got to know each other very well on the same day. We've been seeing each other every night lately.
I'm sorry, I still don't get it.
Oh, my poor sister. You're in shock because your fiancé was taken from you and you're trying to escape reality. Don't worry, I'm sure you will heal in time. And you'll realize that I'm the one who deserves him.
Hey, maybe you're mistaken about something.
I'm not mistaken. You're the one who should give up on him. I'm sure he'll call off the engagement before long. If you want him to be happy, just accept it.
Well, I'm at a loss. I really don't understand what's going on. Is he really my fiancé?
Well, you can just keep doubting me like that for now. I'll send you an invitation to the wedding soon. Then you can look forward to it.
That's how my sister ended the conversation. I had no idea what she was talking about.
She told me that my fiancé had proposed to her, and she is very proud of it, saying that she is seeing him every night. But the reality is, I have already moved in with my fiancé. He was standing next to me when my sister messaged me. And just to be sure, I asked him if my sister had ever spoken to him. He said he had no recollection of her ever talking to him. So, who was this fiancé of mine that she was talking about? It was a month later that the truth came out.
Kelly, long time no see. How have you been? Oh, I'm sorry. How can you be fine when your fiancé was taken away from you, right?
I'm fine as usual. What do you want?
I'm officially married, sister. I wanted to have the ceremony first, but all the venues are booked up. He says he doesn't care about the ceremony. He just wants to be married as soon as possible. So we decided to register first and move into our new house.
Well, congratulations.
Wow, you are congratulating me now?
Yeah, why?
You don't have to act so tough. I'm sorry that you lost your fiancé again, but he chose me this time too. You should honestly admit defeat.
Well, I didn't mean to lose. Anyway, did you introduce him to Dad and Mom before you got married?
What? I didn't have to introduce him to them. You already introduced him when you got engaged to him. Our parents already know him very well. Besides, Dad would be upset if I told him I stole your fiancé again. I also heard his parents are strict too. To be honest, it's a hassle to go and say hi to them.
No, I don't think our parents have probably met the man you married. I don't know him either. I think you should go and say hello to both families properly once.
Oh my god, you know what? Are you still talking like that? As usual, you don't seem to have accepted reality. Maybe you still haven't recovered from the shock. It's ugly to cling to a past lover forever, you know. Give it up and look for someone else.
No, I'm not shocked at all. And I don't need to look for someone else. But talking about this never seems to get anywhere. Well, whatever. Are you coming to my wedding?
What?
I sent you an invitation, but I haven't received a reply. Did you look at it properly?
I've been so busy with the move, I didn't check the mailbox properly. It's impossible for you to send a wedding invitation in the first place.
Why not?
You just got out of an engagement, so it's odd that you're planning a wedding. It was a fake invitation anyway, wasn't it? You're such a pathetic woman, pretending to have a wedding like that. Jesus Christ, you keep turning your back on reality.
Sis, I'm getting ready for a real wedding. I even have to prepare the seating arrangements. So please tell me if you're going to be there or not.
That's why I'm telling you, it's impossible for you to have a wedding. Your ex-fiancé is married to me. I am his wife now. Wake up from reality already.
Then let me ask you, can you tell me the name of the man you got married?
Now what? He's your ex-fiancé. Why are you asking me his name?
Just tell me.
What's going on? I'm marrying Victor.
I knew it.
What? What do you mean? Victor is the name of your ex-fiancé, right?
He's not my fiancé.
Huh?
My fiancé is called Sam.
Sam? That's a lie. Why does he have different names?
Because it's a different person. It's only natural that his name is different.
That can't be true. I took your fiancé from you and we registered as a married couple today. Your ex-fiancé is Victor, not Sam. Don't lie to me just because you're frustrated that I stole your fiancé again.
You said before that you followed me on a date. Could it be when we were at the coffee shop in front of the station?
Well, yes. He was your fiancé, Victor, wasn't he? You were smiling happily with him, weren't you?
He's my business partner.
What?
We didn't have a date. We had a business meeting.
Business meeting?
He may have been good looking. He's about my age too. But unfortunately, he's not my fiancé. He's just a business partner.
No way! You looked so happy and smiling. That was obviously a date.
Well, if the business meeting went well, you'd have a smile on your face. I think you've got it all wrong, sister. I noticed that we weren't on the same page, but now I know why. You thought my business partner was my fiancé.
I can't believe I had the wrong guy.
I thought I had just stolen your fiancé from you.
Well, even if it was the wrong person, Victor is handsome and works for a good company. Aren't you glad you got married?
That's true, but it would have meant so much to take your man away from you. I am so disappointed that he's not your real fiancé.
I can't believe how terrible a person you are.
I always want to be better than you. I can't allow you to be happy before me.
But he proposed to you because he fell in love with you, right? I find it a little hard to believe that he's going to marry you within a week of meeting you. But if you like him too, there's nothing wrong with that. Besides, Victor graduated from a famous university. I think it suits you, who loves branded things.
Well, if you put it that way, I got a well-educated, good-looking guy. It's frustrating that I made a mistake, but I guess I'm going to stay married to him.
So, will you come to my wedding with your husband, Victor?
Yeah, I guess so. I'll show you how well I get along with my handsome husband.
I was surprised that my sister was trying to steal my fiancé again, but apparently she got the wrong man. She mistakenly thought that the business partner I happened to be with was my fiancé. But even though she had mistaken him for my fiancé, she was still very fond of him. My wedding went well. I thought everything was settled. However, my sister once again stirs up trouble. It was about 2 months after she got married.
Kelly, I changed my mind. Give me your husband.
What?
I've decided to get a divorce.
What? Divorced already? Sis, you just got married.
You've got to be kidding me. I can't stay married to that man.
What happened? I've only known Victor for business. He didn't seem like such a bad guy to me.
He's a problem, but his parents are worse.
His parents?
They're terrible. We got married and moved into a new place, but his in-laws came in. They said they're moving in together.
What?
It seems their house is aging and the leaky roof is bad. It looks like they've set their eyes on our new place.
Living together temporarily might be unavoidable, but did they really intend to move in with you?
Yes. It would have been nice if Victor had refused, but he's obedient to his parents. And he said, my parents are your parents too. In the end, we ended up living together with the 4 of us.
Jesus.
Moreover, both my in-laws tried to take advantage of me. They say housework is the wife's duty, yet they do nothing around the house. They complain about my cooking and cleaning, saying it's not good enough. They forced me to quit my job and I can't go outside. They constantly nag about wanting grandchildren. Every day is like hell.
Oh no, that sounds horrible.
The reason behind Victor proposing to me within a week of the meeting was his parents pressured him to get married quickly.
Yeah, 1 week is too fast.
They were rushing him to get married and have a grandchild quickly. In the midst of all that, he happened to start talking to me. That's why he proposed to me so fast.
So rather than falling in love with you at first sight, it's more like...
He said he was willing to marry any reasonably young woman just to settle down.
It sounds really tough.
It's the worst. I'll go crazy if this continues. I managed to get a handsome husband, but I never expected such unreasonable in-laws to come with the package.
But I think your responsibility in all this can't be ignored.
Why? I didn't do anything wrong.
You didn't go to meet your fiancé's parents before you got married. If you had met them beforehand, you might have reconsidered the marriage itself, right? I think it's your fault that you accepted the proposal without taking the time to get to know Victor.
Even if I said that, I wanted to get married as soon as possible. I wanted to take away your fiancé as soon as possible.
That's another problem. You chose him because you thought he was my fiancé. As it turns out, you got the wrong guy. If you've learned your lesson, stop trying to take things away from people. You should marry someone you truly love.
That's why I'm asking you to give me your husband.
What? Sis, did you read what I said?
When I saw him at your wedding, I thought he was a very nice man. But at the time, he had just gotten married to you. I held back from getting close to your husband. But I'm divorcing Victor now. I'm going to marry your husband after all.
I can't believe you. How dare you try to take what's mine away from me, sis?
I can't allow you to be happy while I'm going through so much. Someday I'll steal your husband too. Remember that.
But you can't get close to him.
What are you talking about? Of course I can. Because no man can resist my charm. They all fall for me. I'll definitely take your husband away from you.
That's physically impossible. We're moving overseas soon.
Huh?
My husband has been assigned to an overseas project and I've decided to go with him. We will probably live overseas for more than 3 years.
What? No way! I have to put up with that alone for more than 3 years? In the meantime, I'm getting older and older. I can't wait that long.
No, you don't have to wait. You can just find someone else.
No way! Hey, is it impossible to stop your husband from going overseas?
Nope.
Where are you guys moving?
I won't tell you. I know you won't do it, but I wouldn't want you to follow him overseas. Well, I'm busy with preparations for the move. Goodbye.
Wait, Kelly! Don't leave me alone! At least tell me where you are.
After that, my sister asked Victor for a divorce. However, Victor refused to get a divorce, and as expected, her parents-in-law opposed the divorce. Now, she's stuck in this cramped living situation and still can't get a divorce. Given that she married someone she doesn't even love and ended up living with in-laws who mistreat her every day, it's undeniably a tragic situation. But in my sister's case, I think she got what she deserved.
Oh God, it's super funny when I think about it. I really feel sorry for you, Kate. What? Suddenly contacting me and saying something out of the blue like that? Did you have a bad day or something? No, it's super funny though, isn't it? Considering you're definitely going to be single for the rest of your life. I feel so bad for you. I can't stop laughing. What do you mean? Well, you know, Kate, you're a plain, gloomy woman, aren't you? If you were at least half as glamorous as me, you would have had a better life. You could have even found somebody to marry, although they wouldn't have been up to par. I feel sorry for you. Feeling sorry for you brings tears to my eyes. Tears of laughter! Oh God, you went to the trouble of contacting me to say something like that? You have too much free time. I'm really feeling sorry for you. By the way, next Sunday afternoon, we are having a visitor at my parents' house. Who's coming? My fiancé is coming for the marriage greetings. Huh? Fiancé? Marriage greetings? Whose? I told you, me. He and I have been together since we met at the university, and we are planning a wedding about a year from now. What? You have a guy? That's what's going on. My mother will talk to my brother tonight, but at this point, I'll leave it up to you two to decide if you want to meet him or not. Huh? I have a date with this guy now, so if you'll excuse me. I'm sorry I'm not the poor and lonely person you imagined me to be. What the hell? Hopper, are you done with work? Did your mother tell you?
Huh? Tell me what? I just got off work. I'm exhausted.
Your tiredness will be gone. It's big news. Kate has a guy.
What?
He's coming next Sunday to meet your parents and announce the wedding.
Seriously? I mean, when did this happen? No, but more importantly, I know she's my sister. But there was actually someone who was interested in that quiet, introverted girl.
I just heard that they were dating since university. Oh!
What's wrong?
Kate is a college graduate.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
From where?
She's a Harvard graduate.
Isn't that like the best in the US? I thought she only graduated from high school.
Didn't I tell you?
Oh, God! So that means her fiancé graduated from Harvard as well. Oh, that sucks. That simple introvert is part of an elite couple that graduated from Harvard. Making more money than me and living a wealthy life. She's going to get an excellent husband and become an elegant wife? Damn, damn, damn!
Oh, calm down.
It's not fair!
Come on, just because it's Harvard doesn't make everybody great.
Huh?
I mean, he's the kind of guy that would choose her. In this day and age, your final education doesn't necessarily equal your status in the workforce. Incompetent college graduates are everywhere. I've heard stories of people who expected to get a degree from a famous university only to find out that it's not worth its weight in gold.
Oh, really?
So I don't think it's worth worrying about.
I see. Oh, wow. I guess I wasted my time worrying about that. Oh, that's right. Hey, Harper, since we are on the subject, how about we take the stance that we won't meet the fiancé even once until Kate's wedding day?
Why?
To make them think that we are too out of his league to meet him. You may be educated, but you're nothing more than an incompetent middle school graduate on the inside. We won't forgive them until they apologize for being big shots.
Oh, I get it. You've got some interesting ideas. Let's do it.
Thank you. Hey, Hopper. You were supposed to come directly to the wedding hall after the night shift, right? Are you here yet?
I just arrived. I can't believe they're getting married at such an amazing place. Kate's being flashy, isn't she? Isn't it common sense for the sister to have more modest wedding than her brothers? Just because she graduated from Harvard, she thinks she's so hot?
That's really true. She's just a plain introvert.
She's getting too uppity.
I think we should do something about it. The surprise was a big success! Oh, it was a surprise success! Wouldn't that be more appropriate?
Hello? Are you drunk?
Yeah, probably. I came to the wedding after drinking all night with my friends. So, I was looking forward to seeing what kind of a shabby wedding it was gonna be. I was surprised to find that the ceremony was too flamboyant. So, as punishment, from the top of the stairs, boom! Oh, that was fun!
Do you know what you did?
Oh, yes, I will apologize, okay? I'm sorry I pushed you down the stairs. I was drunk and my hand slipped.
There was an injury.
A bride with white bandages wrapped around her white dress might work well.
Is that all you have to say?
Oh, please, don't be mad at me. Your brother's not a very sociable family member either. He's laughing beside me.
It wasn't family.
Huh?
You know what? Think about it. You are indeed aware that the person who was pushed down the stairs was carried away by an ambulance, right?
Well, yeah. You're the one who's too cocky for your own good. Accept it as punishment for getting carried away, you incompetent sister-in-law and her husband.
I could say the same thing about you.
It's been less than an hour since the person was rushed to the emergency room, and you still don't know why I'm texting? You still don't get it? What? What do you mean? You got the wrong person. Huh? You made a mistake and pushed my friend down the stairs. Huh? Ah, well, it's just your friend. It's nothing. Go over there and apologize on behalf of your family. Oh, do you need money for medical treatment? You'll have to pay for that too, won't you? It was an accident at your wedding, so it's only natural, right? This is going nowhere. Huh? What the hell did you say? Hey, who are you talking to like that? Answer me. Don't ignore me, you introvert. Hey, scumbag brother.
Huh? You, how dare you call your own brother a scumbag? You are the introvert.
Well, you're saying the same thing as your wife. You saw my messages with your wife, didn't you? Did you find out that it was my friend she mistook me for and pushed down the stairs?
It seems so. Well, your friends are just like you anyway, you know. The same kind of weird girls.
Mary Simpson.
Huh?
Don't tell me you don't remember this name.
Simpson? Mary? Oh no, don't tell me. Our company president, Mr. Simpson's...
That's right. She's the daughter of the president of the company you work at.
No, that's impossible. It's someone else with the same name. Of course it is.
Why?
There's no way a playing backstage girl like you could possibly have any kind of glamorous relationship with the boss's daughter.
We went to Harvard together.
Oh,
there's one more thing I should tell you.
what?
You guys never met my fiancé after all. Or rather, you avoided meeting him, right? I'm sure you were planning together and helping each other avoid meeting him.
It doesn't matter. He's the kind of guy who would choose a woman of your caliber. He's not even in the same league as a couple like us.
I don't care about you not meeting him after all this time. But there's something more important. Do you have the invitations?
What? Yes, I do.
Did you look at the groom's name?
It doesn't matter.
I knew it. Look at it right now.
Okay, fine. I'll look. What? The groom's a Simpson too? Wait a minute. I'm pretty sure the boss's kids are a boy and a girl. Twins. No way.
Yes, the president's son. By the way, he was a classmate of mine at Harvard too. It's impossible for them to have the same name, right?
What the heck? You can't be serious.
Of course, that's no reason to decide whether it's okay to push her down the stairs or not. But, having said that, as for the position you and your wife are in now...
Oh shit!
I guess I don't have to explain it to you. I'm glad you're smart enough to understand that much.
Oh my god!
Hey! You should have told us up front! I tried to tell you, but you just completely refused to listen to me. This is not good! No, I mean, it's really bad! What's gonna happen to us? What about Harper's job? He's not gonna get fired or anything, is he? You'll be lucky if he just gets fired. Avoiding meeting my fiancé backfired on you, didn't it? No way! How could I have known this would happen if I hadn't met him? I should have just met him instead of screwing around. That's not what you should regret. Harper, where did you go? You ran away while I was texting with Kate.
Shut up! I'm divorcing you.
Huh?
From the sound of it, you'll be arrested for sure. I can't believe my wife is such a disgrace to society. It'll be a disaster if I get caught up in this and get fired. That's why I'm cutting off all ties with you.
What? But you were all for getting back at her.
But you're the one who actually did it. I complained about Kate a lot, but I didn't tell you to throw her down the stairs.
You don't care if your wife is treated like a criminal?
You are a criminal. That's why I'm getting a divorce. Don't drag me into this.
What the hell?
Hey, Kate, why am I getting cut out of the family? I divorced that woman. I don't have anything to do with it anymore. On top of that, I'm getting transferred to the Alaska sales office. If I get transferred there, it means I won't get promoted anymore, and I'll be a permanent entry-level employee.
So you didn't get fired. My father-in-law and Mary are so nice.
You got married to the boss's son, didn't you? The wedding was actually a small affair, a photo wedding and a reception for the family. And Mary's life was not in danger. So the wedding venue kindly let you have the ceremony later on that day after all, I heard. Then, I'm the brother-in-law of the next president and the brother of his wife. It's not right that they're pushing me out like this, is it? You appeal them and ask them to put me back on the career track.
What are you talking about? It isn't my husband who's taking over the company. It's the biggest victim here. His sister, Mary, is taking over the company.
What?
My husband works for a company in a completely different industry and is in no way related to his father's company. So, no matter how much you beg me, it's pointless. It's just comical.
Huh?
I mean, it's about your workplace. Didn't you know?
Oh, shit. My elite life.
There's nothing more to talk about.
No way.
Okay, bye-bye.
My elite life. Oh, no.
My brother was kind of breaking down a bit, but I ignored it. After the wedding incident, a damage report was filed against my brother and sister-in-law. As for my brother, he was just saying things to me and was not involved in the crime. However, considering his past words and actions, it is difficult to say that he is completely innocent. He was punished by being cut off by the family and being sidelined by the company. I was surprised at the benevolent in-laws, as I thought he could have been fired. Well, to my brother, who has an elitist mindset, a relegation seems to be a punishment not much different from being fired. And my ex-sister-in-law, who divorced my brother, she was not able to get a settlement and has a solid criminal record. And of course, she's being charged for damages and medical treatment. To pay for it, a relative who runs a business has reluctantly agreed to hire her, but it seems that no one is kind to her now that she has become the black sheep of the family. I'm in a pinch! Sis, what should I do? Your three sisters in trouble. You'll help me, right? Hey, promise me you'll help me. What? I can't promise anything until I know what's going on. You know, my husband just got fired from his job. I'm in a financial pinch. You'll help me, right, sis? I don't know why you're asking me. We'll get this month's paycheck, but nothing from next month. Can you lend me $1,000 for now? It'd be a tremendous help if you could just do this until he finds another job. No. First of all, you need to go to the unemployment office. Unemployment insurance? I'm sure you can get something. But that's just a little bit, isn't it? I was counting on next month's salary to pay for a bag I bought.
Why don't you just return it or sell it? I wouldn't lend you money for something like that. And are you talking about not just once, but every month until he finds another job? I can't lend you money. You'll have to find someone else.
What? Sis? Why do you keep saying such terrible things? Your cute little sister is asking for it.
Cute?
Yes, I'm cute, right? My husband, mom, my friends, they all say I'm pretty. I'm cute and dainty. You'll help me, right?
Well, let me ask you. Who would help a woman who stole her fiancé? And what makes you think you can get me to help you?
Well, that's because mom told me to ask you. She said she couldn't because she didn't have any money.
Of course she would say so. It's like you're the reason mom and dad got a divorce.
It's not my fault.
You said you'd steal my fiancé and marry him. Mom went along with you, so dad left. He said he didn't want a wife and child who would do something that would disgrace the world. No matter how you look at it, it's all your fault. You're the only one who still thinks you're cute.
But you came to our wedding. You and Dad celebrated with us, didn't you?
Because you insisted. That's because you screamed you would kill yourself if we didn't go. Otherwise, who would have attended such an embarrassing ceremony? I haven't forgotten how you said, "Sorry for getting married before you." And you had this smirk on your face. How can I not hate you after you said that to me with a look that showed how much you looked down on me?
Don't hold on to that stuff I said before. You're my sister, so forgive me.
I don't like it when you say that just because I'm your sister. You took everything from me. Toys, candy, clothes, jewelry, and then my fiancé.
But he said he'd rather have me. It wasn't just my fault, right?
It's your fault, your husband's fault, mom's fault, everyone's fault. That's why I won't help you guys.
I'm telling you I'm in trouble. If I can't pay my major bills, I'll have to start using my daily living expenses. How am I gonna make ends meet next month?
Why don't you just sell your useless bags and jewelry? And why don't you go to work? I can think of a million ways to make ends meet.
Why should I sell my stuff? I've never worked before.
I don't know anything about that. Anyway, I'm out. I'm just trying to make a living for myself. I don't have a penny for my trashy sister.
You say I'm trash?
Trash, right. You stole my fiancé.
That's terrible, sis. I've apologized so much, but you still won't forgive me for something that happened such a long time ago? Your husband works for a famous company. Why can't you help me out a little? It's not fair.
Say what you want. I won't let you take from me anymore.
Oh, come on, sis. Please. I'll divorce him if you want. I'll divorce him and give him back to you.
No, thank you. Stop being so spoiled and do something about it yourself. Don't contact me anymore. I'm sick of it.
Why are you saying that? Your sister's in trouble.
I didn't ask to be your sister. Why should I be treated like this just because I was born a little earlier? I don't want to be exploited by you anymore. I hate you.
I want to make things right with you. Sis, please. I'll apologize and we'll talk. It's just the two of us, blood-related sisters. We've been close since we were kids. Let's go back to the innocent days when we were close sisters. I told you it's annoying. How can you talk so much about me when all you've ever wanted to do since we were kids was to take from me? Don't ever come near me again. Sean, what the hell are you doing right now? Seriously, why aren't you replying? Answer me right now.
What's wrong? Why are you freaking out?
I'm asking where you are right now.
Huh? I'm home. Oh, you want to know what I'm doing right now? You're so clingy, baby. Well, right now...
You're probably cuddling with a junior colleague in a motel, right?
What?
So, motel is your home now. I didn't know that.
Hannah, what are you talking about? I don't know what you saw, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't me. All my colleagues are male, you know.
Katie.
What?
Katie is the only female colleague. Moreover, she's married. You're together right now, aren't you? It's too late for excuses or explanations now. Let's break up.
Wait a minute. How could you end it like this?
Cheating with a married person is disgusting.
But Hannah, I love you the most. I even think I'd marry you because I love you that much.
I can't understand how you can say such things in this situation, seriously.
Then, let's get married. I'll break up with her immediately. Let's get married, baby.
Even if you break up with her, the fact that you cheated won't disappear. It's just disgusting and unacceptable.
But my feelings are only for you, Hannah.
It wasn't a serious thing with her.
For both of us, it's just a fling. So it'll be fine.
What do you mean it'll be fine? No way it's acceptable because it was just a fling.
Hannah, hey, don't be so mad, baby. I'll buy the cupcake you like and bring it to you.
Don't mess around. Well then, I guess this is the end for us.
Huh? No way!
Goodbye.
Hannah, long time no talk. Do you remember me?
Who is this? It's so creepy, I'm going to block you. Goodbye.
Wait, hold on. I messaged you because I have something important to tell you.
Well, I don't care about that.
Please, just listen. I won't ask for much. You'll regret it if you don't listen to me. If I can't talk to you through text, maybe we can meet in person and talk.
What? No way! I don't want to meet you anymore.
Right? That's why I messaged you. Please, I really want you to hear me out.
Fine, keep it short. Honestly, I don't want to have a conversation with you.
You never changed. You're trying to pretend that you don't care. To be honest, it's kind of a cool thing about you. I love that part of you, you know.
If you're not getting to the point, I'll block you.
Okay, I will tell you now. Actually, I'm getting married.
Oh, congratulations. Well then, bye.
Hey, the real issue starts from here.
What now? Is there more?
So, the wedding is scheduled for the first Sunday of next month. The venue is Whitewoods Estate.
What? Even if you tell me the date and place, so what? What am I gonna do about it? Are you saying that I should attend your wedding? I would definitely refuse that.
No, I don't want you to come as an invited guest. You know, it's like an arranged wedding. It just complicated stuff with my parents, and it was hard for me to say no.
Are you done?
What?
Even if you tell me all that, to be honest, it has nothing to do with me. Just because I heard about my ex-boyfriend's marriage doesn't evoke my emotions in me. That's my impression and answer. I don't have time to listen to useless stories.
Well? Anything else? Something you want to say to me?
There isn't.
I'm sure there is. I know you're pretending to be cool, but now is not the time to act like that. Come on, tell me. It's an arranged wedding, you know. I'm actually getting married, Hannah.
Well, in your case, finding someone to marry you is nothing short of a miracle, right?
What?
Well, good luck to you. Bye.
That's it? It can't be the end, right?
You must be unbearable at the thought of me being taken by another woman, right? I believe you're thinking that.
Hannah, are you ready?
Sean? Ready for what? I mean, didn't I block you?
Don't worry about that now. I'm on my way to your house right now.
What? Didn't you say before that it's a wedding today?
A marriage without love is unbearable.
What?
I had no choice but to enter into an arranged marriage. But I don't like her face, and she's not my type at all. Living with a woman with a face like that would be hell for me. So, elope with me.
What?
I'm on the train heading to your house right now. So make sure that you can leave as soon as I get there. You better hurry up and get ready too.
Hello, Alice. How are you? It's Hannah.
What? Hannah? What with that timing? Sorry, I'm a little busy right now.
I see. Is it about Sean?
What? How do you know it's about my brother?
I'm sorry for messaging you out of nowhere, but he actually contacted me.
What?
I don't know what's going on either. It seems he's planning to elope with me.
What? Eloping? Could it be that's why he didn't show up at the ceremony? Are you with him right now?
No, I have no intention of doing that at all. I'm guessing Sean canceled today's wedding, right?
Yeah. That's what's causing all the fuss over here right now.
I see. I'll send you a screenshot of our conversation. He's coming to my house.
Your house?
Yes, but I already moved to a different place now. Sean must not know that. I think he's heading to the apartment I lived in when we were dating.
I think it's an apartment about 5 minutes from the south exit of Greendale Station, right?
Yes. I'm sure it's occupied by someone else. If you want to catch him, you could try staking him out there.
Okay, I understand. Thanks for your help. I'll have someone go there first.
I'll message you once I hear from Sean.
Okay. Sorry to trouble you, but thank you. Hannah, you're not at home? Hurry up and open the door. If we don't leave here soon, they'll find us. Oh no, our elopement plan!
Oh, you made it home?
Yes, come on, get out of here.
So, the house, is that the apartment near the Greendale train station?
Yes, that's right. I'm absolutely sure I got the room number right. How could I forget the house of someone I love, baby?
I moved out a long time ago.
What?
I mean, how can you think I have agreed to elope with you after all this conversation?
Of course, I know you still love me, baby.
What?
I know all about you. That you're planning a wedding.
What?
Even though it was just a coincidence, you really surprised me. You're looking at a brochure of wedding venues on the station platform, right? The place in that brochure is the one I've been dreaming of for a long time. You knew about it. I was really touched. That's why, to keep my feelings for you alive, I ran away from the wedding.
Are you serious?
Let's get the hell out of here. You'll stay by my side from now on, right?
No, I'm getting married today.
What? Wait, you mean with me?
No way! I'm marrying a different man.
What?
While on the station platform, I looked at several brochures. I picked them up while deciding where to marry that man.
What?
I mean, my boyfriend was right next to me and we were looking at the brochures together.
No way! So you're not eloping with me?
No way.
Oh no!
First of all, your wedding, you say there's no love, but it's all your fault, isn't it?
What?
The woman you're marrying has been divorced 3 times, and it's understandable if you feel compelled to refuse. I can see why you might label it as a loveless marriage. However, that's not how it started. The relationship you had with a married woman 4 years ago continued even after you broke up with me. Her husband found out and demanded alimony. And as a result, you lost your job, didn't you?
What? Wait!
Moreover, your parents' house was near your boss's residence and it stirred up gossip among the neighbors. The marriage proposal came to you under quite unfavorable circumstances, didn't it? The condition was that if you marry her, they would cover the full alimony.
No, that's...
Well, you know, for those over there who are determined to secure a son-in-law at any cost, and for your parents eager to part ways with you, it's a pretty sweet deal. The two of you, both nursing deep wounds, can find solace in each other's company.
How did you know?
Well, we have a few mutual friends, so the gossip just naturally reached me.
What the hell?
It just means your actions are pretty unconventional. Oh well, it's time for me to go.
Time?
I just told you, it's my wedding day. I don't have time for you. Well, goodbye.
Oh no! Then why did I leave the wedding? Hey! Hey! Hannah! You've got to answer me! Hannah, help me! They charged me alimony!
Well, it serves you right.
Huh?
You know, that day, you ditched your relatives who came to pick you up at my old apartment and crashed the complete strangers couple wedding at the Woodwinds Inn, right? And I heard that the reason was so stupid too. You said,
I thought my ex-girlfriend's wedding was being held here.
my wedding was in Hawaii in the first place. I laughed when I heard that.
Why? I remember the brochure you were looking at. There was no way I could have looked at wrong. There's no way I could mistake someone I love. You deceived me, didn't you?
Deceived? Come on, it's your own misunderstanding. Didn't you tell me I was holding multiple brochures?
What?
Well, I decided to get married in Hawaii.
What's that? I didn't hear that.
Anyway, I don't need to tell you. It's none of your business.
Come on!
Are we done now?
What?
My husband and I are going on our honeymoon.
What?
We're leaving soon.
Wait a minute! You gotta help me out here! I've been sued for alimony again! I'm already screwed over with my colleague before.
Your wife will pay it this time too, right? It's none of my business.
What?
Bye. Jesus, can you believe the chaos caused my ex's wild imagination? It makes me wonder if he's all there, you know? He was always a bit delusional, but in just 4 years, things went from bad to worse. So, in the end, he ties the knot with that 3-time divorcee from the arranged marriage. The main reason for this was that his parents had disowned him and he had nowhere else to go. Word has it that he's now living with his in-laws and he's getting quite a hard time from his mother-in-law, who apparently enjoys bullying him.
Mom, I've been wondering, did you visit our place today?
Yes, I was there in the morning. What about it?
How did you manage to get inside? I thought I had taken back my spare key.
I borrowed your father's key and made a duplicate.
Seriously?
It would be inconvenient without it, you know.
Didn't I tell you not to come when no one's home? How can you keep doing things I've asked you to stop?
Why not? My son's house is practically mine, isn't it? It's even worse for you to take away my spare key. Oh dear, it's disheartening to think my son would do such a terrible thing.
I'm telling you to stop thinking that way too. Maddie sighs every time she finds signs of someone going through the house without permission.
I'm checking to make sure Maddie isn't cutting corners on the housework. I'm still concerned about whether she's taking good care of you, sweetie.
Maddie is doing a great job as a wife. I don't need you to check on her.
I don't think so. Today, there was a box of some expensive melons in the kitchen. A wife who wastes money like that needs to be educated.
About those melons,
Did you take them?
I can't find them.
Yes, I did. I'm expecting guests, so I thought it would be a good idea. After all, my son's house is practically like mine. I can take them home with me, right?
I knew it.
Maddie even put a note on the box saying, "Don't touch it, it's the boss's melon." She was probably gonna eat them all by herself anyway. Such a selfish woman.
Mom, listen. Those melons are not ours.
What?
Maddie was asked by the boss to keep it for a while.
Really?
Yeah, my boss lives nearby. There's a complicated situation over there, so we've been keeping it temporarily.
I thought Maddie was just being greedy. She seems likely to do such things, you know. So, she wrote that note?
No, I wrote that note. Did you forget your son's handwriting as well? I'll go get it right now. Give it back.
It's gone. All gone.
What? Seriously? There were 5 melons in that box.
I served one for my guest and gave the rest to all of them. I wanted to be seen as a generous person. You see, it's important to impress your guests, right?
What on earth are you doing? You took it without permission, even though it says, "Don't touch it, boss's melon." And you eat it all and give it away? Are you dumb? Do you think such a childish excuse is acceptable?
Hey, don't be so angry. You really called your own mom dumb and childish? How could you? Well, it can't be helped. I'll pay for it. So, how much was it? About $100?
$864.
What? Isn't that a bit too much of a ripoff? Did you type it wrong? Is it $86.4?
I'm sure about the price because my boss showed me the product page online. A high-quality 5-piece set in a luxury box would cost that much.
Oh my goodness! They cost that much? Really?
I guess you didn't know the value, so you just took them without asking. Even though you are my own mother, it's quite pathetic.
Over $800? I don't have that kind of money.
I'll cover the cost for now, so you should pay me back later.
Oh my God! You're taking money from your own mother? Jesus Christ! That's terrible! I didn't raise you to be such an ungrateful son.
Normally, I wouldn't have done that, but it's like a reimbursement. In this case, it was entirely your fault. Whether parent or child, if you do something wrong, you have to take responsibility for it. Also, I'm gonna take measures to ensure you'll never be able to come to our house again.
You can't do that. How can I check Maddie's housework?
I mean, you're just after the food Maddie cooks, right?
What? No,
We've noticed that every time you come over, the leftovers are gone. Some of them were even made by me.
What? She's letting you stand in the kitchen?
Yeah, it's fine. We both work, and I enjoy cooking.
It's not fine at all. A man should not stand in the kitchen. Oh my God, what a useless wife she is. Even though you're tired from work, she's making you take on her responsibility as a wife.
We both work, so we are both tired. Are you trying to change the subject now?
It's not like that, but...
Anyway, I'll make sure you pay for all the melons. I'll tell my dad too.
Oh, wait a minute.
You don't work, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to pay out of Dad's money. You don't have a choice, right?
Oh no, please wait. Your dad would be so mad if he knew.
Of course, you should get scolded by him once and for all. Also, we are moving to a new place with better security.
Huh? Better security?
You've been causing so much stress for me and Maddie. This is the only way to prevent you from entering our house without permission. Of course, I won't share the address of our new place. Even if you find out, you can't enter without permission. And if you try, the girls will be there in no time.
What's going on, honey? Is Maddie manipulating you? Be honest with me, son. What did she say to you? If this is how it's going to be, we might need to think about divorce. I should have never approved of marrying her. A wife who has a bad influence on her husband is really terrible. Hello? Are you reading this? Terry? Please, at least say something to me. I'll help you divorce Maddie. From now on, you can return to our house and live with me. Just don't tell your father. Please, Terry!
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.